So I just wanted to quickly talk about a couple of new lights that I saw today that don't seem to be in the market yet, but they seem really promising to me. They're by a manufacturer named Nanguang, N-A-N-G-U-A-N-G, and they've been around for a while making a lot of LED panels and that sort of thing, and about, I guess, a year or two ago they came out with this guy, which is a Fresnel. This is the 30 watt version, the CN-30F, and there was a 60 watt version as well. I've had this for about a year and a half. It's kind of hit and miss. I love what it can do, but I had some problems with the controls and the battery or the power adapter, so it's kind of like a build quality is kind of flimsy, but the good news is they came out with something new, and I don't have it here unfortunately, but I was just at Profusion, which is a big gear show that's hosted by Vistec, which is the big camera retailer in Canada. And there were a couple of versions on display there. So one of my last posts, I was looking at this guy, the Yongnuo 362, and its predecessor, the 361. And the functionality of this new Nanguang light is quite similar to this. So it's a wand light that has, I believe, 88 LEDs in there. It's a little hard to know. I mean, I only got about 5 minutes with it. It's called the Nanguang CN-RGB88, and it's an 18 watt LED light. Has a screw on the base, has a nice handle, and I gotta say the build quality of this thing is exceptional. It just feels like full metal, I think, all the way around. It really felt like something that's gonna stand up in production. Not at all like this from the same company. It was really impressive build quality. Now, something else that they had there that I thought was really interesting was the Nanguang Mixpad RGB88. A lot of numbers. It was a big panel. I'm going to say it's size-wise, you're looking at this big by that. It was same kind of functionality as the stick. So it had, not only did it have a bicolor white lights, but it also had RGB lights. Now, are these things super powerful when it comes to the RGB? Not really, but if you need a bit of a colored light in a small area, these things are going to do quite well. The stick lights seem to be about as powerful as the Yongnuo. It's a little hard to tell because, I mean, this thing has 360 LEDs in there, and that clearly didn't. I think they might just be brighter LEDs because it did seem to be kicking out a lot of light. They also had a tiny version that was an on-camera light, and I mean not tiny like the Aperture ML9, but it was maybe 2-3 times that size, and it still had the RGB functionality, which is kind of interesting. So cool lights. On the build quality alone, I think I'm kind of sold. If they had them in stock, I would have picked one up. They're about twice as much as the Yongnuo 2, which is, this one runs for about a little over $100 US. That was going to be running for about, I think, 200 US. The big panel was going to be going for $500 Canadian, so that's about 400 US. Is it worth it? I mean, right on the other side, around the corner from that booth, was the LED Go booth, and they had some amazing stuff, but those prices, $1,500 was sort of the starting range for a little light, versus the value you're going to get from Nanguang light was really quite good.